Today I'm going to conduct an analysis for the Roku stock. One of you guys asked me to cover Roku in my last week's analysis of the Zoom stock. So here's your A to your Q. Roku is a TV streaming platform in the US, and it allows users to discover and access a variety of movies and TV episodes, as well as live sports and music and news and others. Obviously, its competitors include Disney and Netflix. Roku doesn't pay a dividend, and I would assume that during the COVID-19, its revenue will actually increase. But today I'm going to conduct also a psychology and a technical analysis on its price, so that if Roku makes sense for your investment portfolio, you can know when to buy and when to take profit if you want to in the medium term. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kiana Danial. I'm the founder of the Invest Diva movement, a tribe of proactive moms who take charge of their financial future and sleep soundly at night because they understand that their financial future is bigger than just them. It's for their kids and their children to come as well. And they understand the value of making your money work for you, which is the definition of investing. You've probably seen of me or heard of me on media like Forbes, Time Magazine, Fox Business, CNN, Yahoo Finance, and I've written a number of books, including an upcoming one which will be released in 2 days on the fields of investing and trading. If you want to see how you can join the Invest Diva movement, make sure that you open up a new browser or click on the link below and go to learn.investiva.com/yes, so that you can also get started with us. I publish new videos every single day here, so make sure that you also subscribe, like, comment, and share it with your friends. Now, let's go take a look at the Roku stock from a technical point of view and see how its price action could continue in the next couple of months. Okay, so here I'm looking at the Roku stock. So Roku started its trading back in end of 2017, and it actually had a pretty successful bullish momentum in 2019 after struggling a little bit after its IPO, which is very normal for majority of stocks. The lines that you can see here is back when I actually invested in Roku. We got in at 31.37 and we took profit at 72, and after that I actually haven't been looking at Roku. Today with our premium investing group members, we covered a number of other stocks. My must-haves are a little bit different. Not that Roku is a bad investment, it's just that I have other stocks in this category that I have been investing in, so I didn't look back at Roku, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't look at it. And today we're purely going to look at its price action. So I am going to actually create a Fibonacci retracement level over here to see how its stock price has been moving in the past. And the interesting thing, and I do want to do a quick comparison between Roku and Disney's stock market price, as well as Netflix, because as you know, during COVID-19, majority of people are now stuck in their homes and probably are turning to Netflix, Disney, and perhaps also Roku in order to spend their days. So initially I would think that this would actually be good for Roku, but obviously, as you can see, its stock price end of February had the same exact pattern as the Dow Jones and the rest of the market. The rest of the market and the Dow Jones, this literally is the same as the Dow Jones. Let me actually show you for a second. This is how Dow Jones is exactly like this. And then we have this angled double bottom bullish formation right now. And that is exactly the pattern of Roku, along with basically every other stock other than Zoom and a number of biotech companies that have been taking a boost out of coronavirus. Zoom, well, not so much anymore. I have covered Zoom last week, And today with the Premium Investing Group, I updated my analysis. But let's get back to Roku. So this shows me that the reason why it dropped, it just took over the wave. I do want to also take a look at Netflix, because Disney, they had their parks shut down, so it's not the perfect one. But compared to Netflix, Netflix actually did bounce back up pretty fast. Roku did not. And the interesting thing is that actually, if you look at the market sentiment and what other investors are doing at the moment, majority, like Morningstar and majority of hedge funds, are actually bullish on Roku. So I would actually say that this may, like with Netflix, it might already be a little bit late, right? We got in Netflix a while ago. Netflix is already broken above the Ichimoku cloud, is reaching back to the not all-time highs, but this Q resistance level. But Roku, it's still pretty cheap. And this wave, this is pretty interesting. So we have now our levels, right? The resistance level is at 50% Fibonacci at 100, around 100, and is trying to get back there one more time. Now, the question that I answered with our Premium Investing Group members today was, is the market really bouncing back up for real, or are we going to see further drops? Now, obviously, nobody can answer that because nobody is Nostradamus. And all I said was my observation of what is going on. I've been saying since end of February, when we started buying our way down, that nobody really knows when coronavirus is going to go away. We know that China and Iran have not been giving real data. I know about the Iran one for a fact because I have family there, and I know that people are dying and they're not on the corona list. Now, in the US, we have a different problem, and that is all the conspiracy theories and the political bipartisan of the whole thing. Now we have, for example, Bill Gates trying to invest in a vaccine, and then people creating conspiracy theory that he has an agenda. He wants to depopulate the earth. He actually created the coronavirus. Then we have on the other side, on the left side, that they say Trump administration actually shut down a government body that their whole point and their whole job was to verify different viruses around the world, and they had identified thousands of different viruses throughout the years, including hundreds of different types of coronaviruses. But Trump had shut it down literally 2 months before COVID-19 came out. Now he's promoting his treatment for COVID. I have obviously my views. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get political. The reason why I'm bringing this up is that, as you can see, the US is completely divided. And if China can overcome coronavirus, and South Korea can overcome it, and maybe even Italy and the UK and all other countries that don't have as much political divideness in their country, and they have leadership that everybody trusts, they may be able to overcome it. But in the US, we have people who, if the vaccine comes out, they're not going to take it. We have people that if a treatment comes out, they are not going to take it because they are politically motivated and they're believing into these conspiracy theories. And whether you really truly believe it or not, the matter of the fact is that half of the population in the US is not going to take whatever action is that is going to be required to stop this virus. Even in New York right now, today we had over 700 deaths. But if you go to Queens and Brooklyn, people are still going out. And another problem with that is that, yes, some people have the luxury of being able to stay at home, but some other people in the US, they don't have that luxury, and the government is paying them $1,200 check that is probably not even going to cover their rent. So for that reason, they have to go out. It's not like Canada that they're getting an actual wage so they can cover their costs without working. So we have so many problems that kind of tells me that this coronavirus thing is going to stay here a little bit longer. And for that reason, we could see a little bit of more of a pullback in the markets. Now, because Roku has directly correlated with the Dow Jones Industrial Average and has not been correlating with other stocks that have been getting boosted by the COVID-19, I would imagine that if the Dow Jones go down, Roku will go down with it once again. And that would create an interesting buying opportunity. If you look at it right now, still, even at the current market prices at around 90, I would say that this is not a bad starting point for somebody who really wants to add Roku to their portfolio. So how I do it personally is I buy my way down, because it is kind of stupid to really want to find the bottom. But how low could it go? It really depends on how long COVID is going to stay around, and how long the unemployment, which is right now in the millions in the US, is at a record high, is going to continue. Because guess what? If people don't have money to spend, they probably are not going to pay for luxury items like Roku. They might invest in other things that actually add value to their life if they're smart about it. So for that reason, I would set buy limit orders at 82, 57, and 26 for Roku. And for the time being, I would actually take profit if there is a surge. If you buy today at the market market price, I would set profit targets at 139, 173. This is, for me, not a must-have. It does not pay dividends. So I would take profit and get out. With other stocks, obviously, we would pay attention to it differently. That was my A to your Q about Roku stock. Roku is not on my top 10 must-have list, and that I have shared with our premium investing group or the PIG members. So if you're interested in joining the PIG, please go ahead to learn.investiva.com/yes. I've said it before and I say it again. I do believe that a recession is a perfect time for taking advantage of the stock market, and at cheap prices. It could go lower. But the matter of the fact is that some of you guys might not have the money to invest, and it is super important for you to become cash rich. And that's the reason why I've been interviewing the experts in developing online businesses and starting online businesses. Go ahead on my YouTube channel. I'm going to add the links on the description area as well. So if you have lost your job due to COVID-19, make sure there's opportunity all over the place. I am doing it. I have an online business. There are so many other people who are increasing actually their and scaling their businesses online, and that's awesome for the economy. So I definitely encourage you to look into this. You can do it. There's so much opportunity, and the more cash flow you bring in, not only is good for the economy, it also enables you to have the money to invest and have multiple revenue streams, which is the true path to wealth. Again, once again, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, definitely like it, comment below, and let me know what questions you want me to cover in my next videos. I do publish videos every single day. Share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next Investing in Movement video.